Hello, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of Gangstar Magician Tarot. I'll be your host, the Gangstar Magician himself, and I'm here to deliver you your message because that's what I love to do. And I do what I love, and I love what I do, and that is why I do it. That's what you gotta do. Why else would I not want to do what I love? Why would I want to do what I don't love? Why would I be with somebody I don't love? That's what you have to ask yourself. For money? For money, is it worth it? It's not worth it to me. Okay, a lot of people believe it is. I don't. Okay, and that's why they're miserable. But don't worry, the Two of Cups is coming your way, brother. Trust me when I tell you, because there it is. It's coming. All right, I got it. That's a nice catch, wasn't it? Tell me it wasn't. But just know Archangel Michael said, I love when you do those little tricks. He says, I love it. He says, you really are a gangster magician, aren't you? I said, yep, I am. I really am, I said. My magical gangsters are also gangster magicians. They're also magical gangsters. And I said, that's why I open my heart up to them. That's why I welcome in any and all unconditional love for them. Because I know they're good people. They're the best. My people are the best, okay? Trust me when I tell you. They got me off the ground, brother. You picked me up off the ground. How could I not forgive this? How can I not forget this, okay? I will always be here for you guys. Trust me when I tell you. Every single day at 7 p.m., 11 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Every time. And sometimes on the membership channel if you're interested. Okay? So I'll start doing more for you. Like I said, the members or that watch everything, just put your thing in there and I'll do your personal thing for you. You know what I mean? Just put it in the comments in one of the videos. And then I'll just, I'll do it. I'll talk to you over there. Contact me through that. If you remember, yes. Sure. Okay, so yes, let's get this started. Let's get this party started. See what we're working with. I have been pretty happy with the reads lately. So I will concur that I've been happy with them. They've been pretty good, so it's a good thing. You know why it's good? Because the King of Wands is here, my main man. He's operating the Tower of Terror, and he said, brother, I'm having the blast. He loves life. He loves life because he knows you're a Nine of Pentacles Empress, okay? That is for sure. You don't need anybody. He said that to me. I said, I know, I don't. He said, you're the best. And I said, you're the best too. And me and King of Wands high five. And then we walked away, and I haven't seen him since, okay? But now, justice is here for us, okay? Because believe me when I tell you, justice is here. Because look at this. Everything that's coming out right is coming out good. Because look, you got the institutional support, a Hierophant supporting you here. You got the King of Wands. You're being viewed as Nine of Pentacles. Justice is here for you, okay? You're being seen with a long-term view, Seven of Pentacles. You're hardworking. You're perseverant. I mean, this is all very obvious, and it's all seen by your counterpart, the King of Cups himself, okay? That character, the one that you love more than anything. You love that character, don't you? But whatever, they're seeing all this, and they got the King of Wands. See, they respect this King of Wands. And they were wishing for, somebody, a Nine of Pentacles person, this King of Cups, somebody they didn't have to take care of, somebody who was an equal. And that's the justice here, because Hierophant is, institutionally supporting you. Because you had this long-term view. So, anybody who passed on you, they're in regret right now. Anybody who went against you, they're very much in regret. Okay, and you don't care at all. So, it is what it is. What else do you want us to tell you? What else would you like to know? I mean, that's what we tell these people. Like, you want us just act like it never happened? That's what they want. They want to act like it never happened. Okay, no problem. Then get the fuck out of the way then. All right? Bring over our counterparts. Stop holding our counterpart hostage. You want us to forget about it? Bring our counterpart to us. That's all. That's all you have to do. King Wands said, no problem. He said he's on it. He said he's on the case like Chase. He said, is that all you want? I said, that's all I want. You can get the fuck, and everybody else can go fuck them, so I don't care what they do after that. That's all. I'll just fucking tolerate them. That's all. But that's all it comes down to. That's all you have to. You're going to have to tolerate these fucks. Because remember, what are we going to do? We can't do a mass expedition of the world. The world's not just going to, like how that one in Endgame, Avengers, half the world just disappeared. All the demons, but they're going to have to heal these characters. You're going to give them an opportunity to heal, though. Even though you don't really like them anyway. Doesn't matter. You don't have to like them. You don't have to like them. And that's the way of the world, okay? We gotta just go with what we go. We don't have to be around them. Okay, that's why you're so balanced. That's why you are pH balanced for a woman, but strong enough for a man. You are the divine feminine. You got this temperance here, okay? You are harmonious. You're very moderate. Okay, you do things in moderation. That's for sure. They tried to say that you were some addict or something, but you're none of that. Okay, you're very patient. Okay, very sensible individual here. You can tell you're finding, meaning and purpose in your life. Okay, and now you're with your soul tribe celebrating Three of Cups, having a good old time. Love and life. Why wouldn't you? Jumping up and down with your chalices, high-fiving, loving it, saying, this is the best, you're the best. And we're all like, yeah, I know I'm the best. And yep, that's what you're planning for, Two of Wands, okay? You're planning for that to happen. So yes, we're manifesting all this, okay? You're manifesting it because these characters tried to win at all costs against you, Five of Swords. They wanted conflict with you. They wanted to have competition, all right? They thought that they disagree with what you were doing, okay? They thought that you were easy to defeat. But they're being seen as very sneaky, very bullish. They look like thieves, people that are in abusive relationships. A lot of this is going on. A lot of people are saying who the fuck these people really are, and they're saying who the fuck you are, okay? And you are the one who is, shining bright like a diamond here, okay? That is for sure. That is 100% sure. Okay, because you're being seen as a Nine of Pentacles, as earlier seen, okay? You don't need anybody. You are a Queen of Pentacles, okay? You're almost there, brother, okay? You did this all by yourself, okay? You didn't need anybody to do this, all right? You had God. That's all you needed, okay? You clearly proved without a shadow of a doubt that you're the star of the show. I mean, tell me you're not. I mean, how could you say otherwise? We challenge anyone to tell us otherwise. They won't, because they can't. Okay, because if they could, they would. All right, they can't compete with you. You're too much. Okay, and that's why Ace of Wands in reverse. They have a lack of energy, a lack of motivation, a lack of passion. They feel weighed down because you're too much for them. You're too much to handle. Okay, they thought that you were going to be an easy takedown. They said you were weak. You were a weak Queen of Cups. That's what they said. And you say, okay, so I'll show you I'm more than a Queen of Cups. I'm a Queen of Wands, too. And then they tried to use that against you, too. And then they said, oh, well, they're also just a Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands character. Oh, they tried to say, oh, it's all about love. And they're what's it called? They tried to say you were like a shyster. They tried to say you were loose, that you were, a gold digger, that you only care about your looks, you only care about yourself. Yeah, they said a lot of stuff. Okay, but guess what? Now they got no fucking motivation here. None. Because they came up against the wrong one. And that was you. They came up against the wrong one. Okay, now Eight of Cups, they want to keep going on this. Okay, they don't want to stop. Eight of Cups in reverse. They want to try one more time here. Okay, but they have no motivation to. They're not even going to be able to get to this because you're going to be forced to quit. Okay, because judgment's here. Judgment day is here for these people. Okay, because they're not going to be able to get to you. Whatever they try, it's not going to work anyway. It's like you already beat them down so bad that they're coming back like they couldn't even punch their way out of a paper bag right now. Okay, that's how fucking weak these people are. And you're gonna take pity on. I mean, you're not gonna beat them down. You're just like, whatever. You know that they're finished. You don't even have to worry about them. They're a joke. That's all you look at. You flick them like a fucking bug. Get out of here. Fuck you out of here. That's all you do. Tell them, get the fuck. You smack them, give them an open hand smack. You kick them in their ass, and you tell them to beat it. Okay, because now Nine of Swords in reverse, you're releasing whatever deep-seated fears that may have been created by these people that were ever projected onto you. Okay, you cleared all this out, okay? You're whatever secrets, they're coming out. You don't have nothing to worry about. People are going to want to reach out now. They want to make up. They just want you to let it go. But no, it's not going to work that way. You're going to make it the fuck up to us if you want to ever come around, brother. That's what you tell them. Make it up to us. Let's have a celebration for us. Celebrate how Knight of Pentacles, how hardworking we are, how productive, efficient, responsible. Let the whole world know. Screaming from the fucking the mountaintops. They would scream from the mountaintops how terrible you are, but they don't want. They whisper how good you are, though. Okay, they whisper it. All right, and that's just what it comes down to. And that's why you're completely sealed off. You're completely protected. Your energy's completely fucking. There's nobody that can come close to you. Okay, your energy's too solid. All right, and that's why they want to keep this cycle going with the world. Okay, they want to take shortcuts at your expense. They want to build on your energy. You don't let nobody build on your energy. Okay, brother. Whatever you did, okay, you let them do it for a little bit, just to knock it down. Almost, it was almost like you let them get away with it, just so you could knock it down. You let them think they were getting. This is what you do. This is how you really get people. Is what you really have to do is let them think they're getting away with stuff, okay? And then when you let them think that they're getting away with stuff, they keep doing it, okay? And then it gets to the point where, you know, this King of Cups even sees it, and they're just like, wow, you're right. They really are fucking with you, okay? Because this person at first didn't believe it. Probably thought you were crazy, because these fuckers, they try very hard, okay, to not be seen what they're doing. These are like almost like Matrix type characters, okay? And it's like they're like almost Disney World. Like they don't want to spoil their undercut. You know what I mean? Like they can't. But you were able to. Your response. It's almost like how you handle them is what gives them away, because they don't never dealt with anybody who could respond like that. And this King of Cups has watched that, and they're fucking intrigued by how you handle these people. Okay, like the Matrix, like they'll come outside. Like there's a guy outside my door right now talking. The mailman. Like, why is the mailman outside my door talking? Okay, like that's what I mean. Like you're supposed to just come up, put the mail in there, and that's the end of it. But he's out there talking though. He's talking to somebody. And now Four of Pentacles, he's probably some greedy bastard. Okay, some stingy bastard. Okay, they probably said, oh yeah, go over, be annoying, do. You know, he's fucking monitoring spirit, and that's no big deal, because Seven of Pentacles, you don't even care, you're so hardworking, you have this long-term view. These people, they can't stop you, they can't distract you, they can't do anything, all right? They can only partially annoy you like a bug, because that's what they are, it's a bug, like a lanternfly. They're a fucking pest, okay? They're an invasive species, these demons. You're an invasive species. Go back to where you came from. Go back to hell to never be seen or heard from again, please. Okay, Knight of Swords, because these characters are coming up very reckless. They have no direction. They're coming up, they're unpredictable. They have a disregard for consequences. Of course they're going to go back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. The demons are in them, okay? Whatever these people thought they were, they're done, okay? You're being seen as an empress. You can't even get near you. Queen of Swords ain't letting nobody near you, brother, okay? Not to mention you got the King of Swords, the King of Wands, and fucking Archangel Michael. Stop. Please, you don't even have a chance. And the fact that these people you want to try one more time is hilarious to me. Let them do it. Go ahead, keep trying. Because you keep getting better and better, and you don't have no fear here. Release the deep-seated fears. Okay, these people higher offenders being seen as corrupt hypocrites. Okay, they have a disregard for consequences. So these are people that were getting away with this for a while. Okay, they wanted to keep this going, of course, right? They're very greedy. Four of Pentacles in reverse, World in reverse. Okay, but now, you know, of course, Eight of Cups, they want to keep it going because they're, you know, reckless. They're fucking unpredictable. They're corrupt hypocrites. They present themselves one way, but now they're being seen as what they really are. And now they have a lack of motivation, no energy here, okay? Because you clearly are a Nine of Pentacles who has a plan and is very balanced and is releasing their deep-seated fears, okay? And already built their foundation on this Ten of Cups. So these, it's like they don't stand a chance. Plus, I think it is. We're at the final countdown. Understand that. This is the final countdown, brother. Like, because listen, it's the end of the 9 year, okay? It's done. They know they can't, they have to do something. They have to make a move. They cannot, it's like they have to do something. Okay, you're too brave. Okay, you're too courageous. Nine of Wands. They know they can't do anything. They cannot step to you. Plus, you have no fear. Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, and your Six of Swords, you're leaving this behind. You don't even deal with these people, so they can't even get to you. So they have to come to you, because it's not like you're looking for them. All right, that's for sure. They're watching you. You're not watching them. Okay, that's for sure. Remember that. They need your energy. You don't need their energy. You know this. All right, remember that. No need to ever run around the mud with these characters, because justice is already here. Okay, number 11. Okay, justice is here. Okay, justice is here for you. Justice is here for your twin flame. Justice is here for your divine counterparts. Everything is in place here. Okay, because you are being viewed as this Eight of Pentacles, 100%. You're a Nine of Pentacles. You're a very balanced individual here. No fear. There's nothing to fear. You're very brave, very courageous. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. They tried to say a lot of things about you, but none of it was true. And you didn't have to stick up for it. You just let it go. You did it with your actions. You said, I don't have to say nothing, okay, because you know you're the fool. You're pure and innocent. You don't have to tell nobody nothing. When you know that you're innocent and pure, you don't have to prove it to nobody, okay? The universe already knows that. God already knows that. Everybody knows that you're pure and innocent by the way you carry yourself, okay? And that's why you are being seen that way. And people are very, very much more attracted to the pure innocent than whatever this fucking devilish bullshit is, because Knight of Wands, your energy is so passionate and fearless that you know, people like that. They don't like to be no, they want like not having to worry about stuff. Then when they're around you, they don't feel like they don't have to worry about nothing. They know everything's protected. They know you're good. They already seen that you've been protected. So people come around you and they know they can't fuck around. They can't fuck with you. That's for sure. Okay, because you have these new ways of communicating, Page of Swords. Okay, you are 100% have a thirst for knowledge. Look at what you do. I mean, there's no way you've never been able to be stopped. They might have knocked you down, never stopped you though. Okay, it was hard. Don't get me wrong, but look where it took you. Look where you are now compared to where you were a year ago. I would love you to look at that. Please tell me where you were a year ago and where you are now and what's the difference, okay? And I know it's a much bigger difference, okay? Now you're able to at least focus, okay? Do what you got to do, okay? Before you were a little bit more off the rails, okay? But now you know you're more on point. You got yourself cleansed. You know what the fuck you did. And now I want you to imagine another year from now, by you keep doing what you're doing for that last year. Because that's coming very quickly, Eight of Wands. Okay, it's a whole new year. They had to stop you. Okay, you had to be down and out, going out of this cycle. Okay, you got to understand this. This is the Neptunian cycle that you were stuck in 14 years ago. Neptune and Pisces, okay? You were stuck in that cycle. 14 years. Now, they had to have you down and out when they had to restart the cycle again. Now the cycle, you got through it. Now they have to go through whatever it is that you did. And it's going to be a way worse than what you had to go through, that's for sure. Because you didn't fight, you didn't wish no bad on these people. Okay, you just left it behind, Six of Swords, and they kept attacking you. Why would somebody keep attacking a person that's pure and innocent that just left it behind because they've had a thirst for knowledge and had new ways of communicating? What would they want to completely attack them? They left it behind, not even interacting with them. Okay, what would be the point of that? Okay, other than they got something to hide, or they're just, they need your energy. But you're going to be publicly recognized for that, because them attacking you only makes you stronger and stronger. You welcome it in. You say, come on, your new ways of communicating show these people that they cannot stop you, because then they have to see that you have new ways of communicating. Or they were trying to cut your communication off. They didn't want you to be heard from or seen again. They didn't want you to be seen or heard from again. Okay, but that's not going to happen, because they're going to be the ones who are going back to be the hell to never be seen or heard from again. Okay, they will be the ones. Right or wrong, guys? Attacking my throat, these mucks. They want me to shut up, they said. They said, shut up, you talk too much. I said, shut up, you're always talking. Okay, now Three of Wands, these fucks, they see that you got something built here, okay? They're going to try to knock it down, but at the end of the day, they can't, because it's already there, okay? If they did it, it makes it too obvious, okay? It's too obvious if they try to bring you down. Then you're just like, all right, well, I've seen this. Or you've already seen it plenty of times, but now they can't. They cannot give themselves away, because you're the one who brings the fun, because you are the sun. They needed you not to be positive or believe in yourself. They needed you to feel like nobody paid attention to you. Nobody cared about you. That was their thing. Make them like nobody cares about them. But you have a brain, okay? You know how people feel. You know it. You just stop it. Like, they make it like you didn't know how to read energy or something. It's like, these fucking idiots. But whatever, no big deal. You just let them keep thinking and doing, and you just kept doing your thing. And now look where you're headed, okay? Now the illusions have been shattered about you. Why? Because of these new way of communicating, okay? This new way of communicating has showed just how pure and innocent you are, okay? What kind of thirst for knowledge you have, all right? How you're willing to learn, how brave you are. Nine of Wands, okay? How courageous, okay? How you have no fear. Nine of Swords in reverse. You're releasing worry and fear. Okay, shattering illusions. Okay, you're a Nine of Pentacles, clearly. Very balanced individual. I mean, people that aren't balanced can't do what you're doing. Okay, Page of Pentacles, and that's why you're clearly manifesting all this. This is all being manifested, and it's all being spoken into existence, okay? Because you are what this is. This is you. Oh. So then what's going to come of it now for this very fucking, this fool with his thirst for knowledge? Nine of Pentacles character, okay? Well, guess what I know is not going to be is this Two of Cups in reverse, okay? That's going to be coming on the other end, okay? Because, or it could be, maybe this could be you if you don't go the right way, or you make the wrong decision here, okay? Maybe there's some Five of Cups, some regret, okay? Somebody's under regret, all right? Something's going wrong here. You're leaving this behind. It's causing a lot of regret, and now something's being viewed as a Two of Cups in reverse. So that would tell me that your counterpart seeing you now, this King of Cups, sees you leaving, walking this behind, okay? Sees you through your new ways of communicating, sees how pure and innocent you are, sees how justice is being served on your part, okay? How balanced you are, how you're releasing fear. And what they have now is, now it's being seen, the illusions of whatever this was is being seen, shattered. Now, what they are in now, whatever relationship now is being seen as a Two of Cups reverse, because you are the real one. And this person, whoever tried to replace you, is being seen as a fucking complete copycat faker. And you have several copycats, not just one. Okay, remember that. There's several of these energies. They want to be you, brother. They thought they could be you. No. It's not that easy. It's not so easy. Okay, and that's why they got bad karma, bad luck. Okay, this Two of Cups in reverse. These illusions being shattered now, show them back to these people. Whatever it is, whatever projections these illusions were, they are returned tenfold now. That is 100% sure, because you're just sitting there working. That's all I see you doing, is just working away, okay? You're whistling while you work, okay? Do. And that's all you're doing, because you want to be the best at what you do. And that's why you do it, because you're consistent, and you know by being consistent will make you the best. All right? You're taking your whole team with you, your whole 8th house crew's going to jump on your back, and we're going to go and make it to where we got to go. Because whatever this Two of Cups reverse is clearly being seen as not a wish come true. A lot of bad luck, a lot of bad karma. Whoever they did recommended this person on the illusion that they were you and that you were the karmic energy. Okay, but now this King of Cups wants to bring you this Ace of Cups, because you are actually their Nine of Cups, their wish come true. At the end of the day, whatever you are now is what your counterpart always wished for. Okay, you may have not been that at that time. Okay, so but you were getting there. You had to do this. This is what Twin Flame really is about: healing. Okay, becoming the best version of yourself. You're not going to do that right off the bat. It's not going to happen. Okay, so there you go. I mean, you meet the person and then strikes this fucking rapid, whatever it is, rapid healing process, but accelerated spiritual journey is what I'll call it. But whatever. I mean, look where you're at. It's over now. Would you do it again? I don't think so, but yeah, you're done, okay? Because the King of Wands was here. He said, I got this. Don't worry about nothing. I was here earlier, remember? He said, remember I was here at the beginning? He said, well, I'm back, okay? And I'm going to keep operating the Tower of Terror. I love it, okay? He said, I love it. I said, that's cool. And then Page of Cups, because you know why? We have creative opportunities and intuitive messages. So let us do this, you do that. We're cool, okay? And then we high-fived again. And I haven't seen him since after that either. So just know that's how we communicate. We just nod at each other. Me and this King of Wands go. And then we know exactly what we're talking about. Okay, because they see, Page of Wands, a limitless potential in you. They see how you're an inspiration, how you're a free spirit. You bring excitement to the table, is what they tell us. Okay, that's what the King of Swords tells us too, because he says he sees everything, and he sees how exciting you are, how much limitless potential you have. He says he loves it, he says. You're the best. Ooh, what happened here? I hate when stuff like that happens. I hate it. Actually, I don't. Hate's a strong word. All right, so what's going to come of this? We got this King of Wands here. We're going to have to get a clarification, confirmation on this, see what we're working with. Okay, because somebody's coming clean, Seven of Swords. Okay, so in reverse. So this tells me this King of Wands in reverse now. It's got somebody on the Tower of Terror. Okay, and now they want to come clean. Okay, maybe it's this King of Cups is on the Tower of Terror, but I don't think so. I think this King of Cups is working with this King of Wands to help you. Okay, and they're seeing, people are coming clean to this King of Cups, saying how they lied about you. All right, I think that's what this is. This King of Wands is making those people do that. How they lied about you. Okay, how you were always pure and innocent. Whatever they said's a lie. And how they know that is by your new ways of communicating. That's why. They can clearly see how lovely you are, what the lover energy you bring to the table. This King of Wands says. He says you're the best. Okay, they also can see how hardworking you are. Seven of Pentacles. They saw you have a long-term view, and they've seen how much you put up with and you overcame. So yes, you are something else. All right, nobody's going to take this from you, because you already know. You know how strong you are. They need you not to believe in yourself. This is what it comes down to, these fucks. All right, they need that, but they're not going to get it. Okay, because they got clouded judgment, Ace of Swords in reverse. They're coming off very confused. It's not a wish come true, okay? You're the one who's the star of the show. They don't know how this got turned around. How is everything working out for you now? How is this? Because they don't understand universal laws. That's just these people. That's the problem. They got to go back to these laws, learn these laws. They cheated on that class or something. Law of karma, law of vibration. Start there. Okay, and then we'll get back to you. But other than that, you obviously don't know the way of the world. So you have to be dealt with because you are not the one. You are the one who's the one who brings the fun because you are the sun. You stayed positive this entire time and you had this lover's energy and this King of Cups, okay, because you are balanced and you are this Empress. And that's really where I'm going to end it on that one. And then we'll get a little clarification here because how much more can I say? What else can I say? It feels good though because you clearly feels like you're in control. It's not like the energy of like, I mean, yes, there's karmic energy here, but you're in complete control of it though. Okay. And now it's not where it was like where it's annoying, where you walk away and you're like drained and like, no, it just feels uplifting. And that these people are being clearly seen. But you already know this, okay, because this is a 9 year. It's the end is here. Now let's get a clarification, confirmation. Why don't we? Yeah. So yeah, you're going to be publicly recognized, that's for sure. We've seen that earlier. Your victory is a reflection of your hard work and determination, that's for sure. Okay, you definitely deserve this. Okay, and you deserve this because with the betrayals you went through, that was a lot. There was a lot, but people now want to come clean. Okay, they must use their intellect to outwit opponents, but must also be aware of dishonesty and betrayal. Okay, because people think that they're going to use their wit and honesty, but their wit and whatever that is, their wit and intellect to trick you, but you're too sharp anyway. Okay, and that's why winning at all costs really cost them, Okay. And that's why you are being viewed as a Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. You don't need anybody. You showed it very clearly what you were capable of. And that was very good. And now these people, they want to, they're crying in their bed. They're very anxious, depressed, because they see the end is near. They see you being publicly recognized. They see justice is here. They see you have the King of Cups ringing an Ace of Cups. They see you being viewed as a Queen of Pentacles. I mean, pure and innocent Queen of Pentacles. You found a new way to communicate. So, I mean, these are really impressive things you're doing. So it's like they have to and they made their stance very clear that you aren't anything. So they can't go back on what they said because they're being seen for what they are. You're proving the existence of whatever these people are doing. Okay, that's basically what you're doing. These people have basically, the cat is out of the bag with them. They can't pretend anymore that they're these good people. They're seen. The masks are off. Like I'm talking like your own family, like this is everybody. They can't pretend no more. They can't pretend like you're not there. They know you're there. They see you. You're very looking good while doing it. That's for sure. All right, so let's get an overall energy here, clarification, confirmation, God here, please, and thank you. Okay, and now, okay, so 4 of Cups in reverse. I like this one. Okay, there's new opportunities here. Somebody's suddenly aware. They want to choose happiness. Okay, there's gratitude, emotional renewal, okay? That's a good thing. We like when people are like that, especially if it's our King of Cups, okay? Because, again, you have this Queen of Pentacles here. You're being viewed as this Queen of Pentacles, all right? You're a 9 of Pentacles. You don't need anybody, okay? You are abundant on your own. Keeping balance between emotions and practicality is a virtue, and that is exactly what you're doing. You're nurturing, practical, and abundant. You're very generous, and you're very sensual, too, okay? And that is why you're being viewed as a Queen of Pentacles. So why wouldn't you be? You are, without a doubt, a Queen of Pentacles. That is for sure. And you know who thinks you're a Queen of Pentacles? For sure, this King of Pentacles, of course. Because who else, besides this King of Pentacles, to say that you're a Queen? That's just the King of Pentacles' wish come true as you as a Queen of Pentacles, okay? You know, there's a Queen of Pentacles Empress. Okay, because they're here to protect you. They have the wealth, leadership, and stability, and they're very generous. Maybe now they have new opportunities and gratitude. We already seen the King of Cups here. We got the King of Wands. All right, we've seen you, Two of Pentacles, adapt to the situation, be very flexible, remain positive no matter what, and being seen as a clear-cut Empress who's pure and innocent, who had a new way to communicate. It's very lovely, and not only that, they're a gangstar magician, okay, a magical gangstar you are. All right, you are an Empress, High Priestess, Magician, Star Magician, okay, and that is the truth. You can manifest what you desire in your life. It's all in your hands. There you go, it's in our hands. Right there, okay, and you are manifesting this, okay, and it's moving along very quickly with the Chariot, okay, because you have this King of Pentacles here, who's suddenly aware they want to choose your happiness. Somebody's coming clean too, all right, and they're releasing deep-seated fears, All right, and now you have this Empress in reverse, okay? They're being seen as not the one, okay? So this person here is not the mama, okay? Believe me when I tell you, not the mama. Remember that in dinosaurs? The little dinosaur baby says, not the mama. But whatever, I don't know why I thought of that. I don't know why I said that, but just know this person is not the one. And that is for sure being seen, okay? And that's being seen very clearly, Eight of Swords, okay? Very, very, very clearly, okay? That you are a fucking sharp-minded magician here. Okay, sharp-minded gangster magician that these people never seen coming. They never seen you coming, they said. They can't believe it. Well, good. They should have, though. Okay, because they want to keep this cycle going, world in reverse. They want to take shortcuts, these scumbag Empress in reverse. They thought they were going to jump on your destiny. But they knew what they were doing. They wanted to keep the cycle going. They needed you to be down by the time the cycle ended, but they can't get to you now. So that's the right. They have no motivation. They have no energy. You took the energy back. What can they do? There's nothing they can do. Realistically, what can they say? You're too hardworking. You had a long-term view, Seven of Pentacles. You kept moving here. You didn't stop. Continue to manifest. Continue to find new ways to communicate. You remain pure and innocent. Okay, there's another one for you. You remain in the Seven of Pentacles, okay? You had a long-term view. So, I mean, no doubt about it. Patience is a virtue. What is yours will always come back to you, so have faith. What is meant for you will always find you, and that is what you knew with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, you invested in yourself, you had a long-term view, you were patient, you were perseverant, and you were hardworking, and now it's all paying off. There you go, there's another one, okay? And you're the best, okay? Because you know why you're the best? Because death is here for you, and he says the end is here. Because remember, there's always a new beginning after the end, okay? So the end of this cycle will bring you your new ending, and this cycle is almost complete. Yes, it is. And yes, it is 100% almost complete. Okay, when I say almost complete, I mean like literally they just got to do the finishing touch to it. Okay, now this, whatever was chosen over you, Nine of Cups in reverse, is being seen as confirmed confirmation. It's not a wish come true over here. A lot of confusion over here with these illusions. Okay, but you on the other hand still resting and relaxing, still doing your thing, meditating, always getting your energy back. Now you're exactly where you're supposed to be, that's for sure. Yep, with this Page of Cups, okay, with those creative opportunities, with those intuitive messages, new love is here. You're clearly manifesting that. You have your Page of Swords energy. You are clearly finding new ways to communicate. Have this intellectual pursuit that you're on, okay, about communicating and exploration. You are bold and curious, and you're eager to explore the world around you and learn new things. That is for sure you are. Tell me you're not. I always see you trying to learn. You're like you love it. You love to learn. Okay, but sometimes you might want to know too much, so we don't want to know everything. Remember that. That's what it's got to be. Now this Empress reverse that wants to keep the cycle going and trying to avoid the Tower of Terror with this King of Wands. Okay, but that's not going to happen because they clearly cannot. All right, because Three of Wands, you already have this going. You as a real Empress here already has this going. This King of Pentacles is here. They want to make an offer to you. Okay, love and fucking business. You have the King of Wands operating the Tower of Terror. These people, they can't. Somebody's coming clean here. They're snitches. People they can't do with this anymore. They can't do it. The devil's being released. Dropped right on his head. Right on his head, because people are freedom here. Release, overcoming addictions, breaking free from limitations. Okay, they're trying to avoid this tower, but it's still here. They're dropping this devil on their head. Okay, the King of Wands are still here. He says, you're not going to avoid the Tower of Terror. I'm here. He said, you ain't going nowhere. I'm right here. Okay, because remember, the King of Wands is a visionary. Okay, they're a natural born leader. They see the big picture, and they know that this devil, reverse, has to be released. Okay, and they want to make sure they step on their neck. Okay, because Ace wants to make sure your new project and your urge to create stays on point, that this devil cannot come around you ever again, because now Five of Cups, whoever sided with this devil is in complete regret because that person is being released, dropped right on their head, removed head first through the doors with their head one by one, and thrown all the way back to hell to never be seen or heard from again, is what this devil is doing. Because they want to avoid the tower. They want to avoid the tower, then they're going to have to get a painful ending, okay? And who's this painful ending going to give it to? This King of Cups is going to give it to them, okay? Because this devil tried to trick this King of Cups. They tried to use their emotions against them, okay? This person is your counterpart. They loved you from the beginning. They always loved you, and this person came in here and tried to ruin everything for you. Now, you two are going to go back to King of Cups, Queen of Cups, okay? Because this devil is being released from the situation. You are being seen as a Page of Wands, limitless potential here, okay? You have, you're very much an inspiration because you're embracing your adventurous spirit and exploring new possibilities, that's for sure, okay? And this King of Cups wants to be a part. So you got the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles again. I mean, this is what I told you. So you love this. You love these two, Okay, now they're here. Okay, they're here for this magician. They're here again. I'm telling you, these are getting better and better, these readings. And now these people are overwhelmed, Nine of Swords in reverse. They're paranoid. They're overwhelmed. They can't come near you. Nine of Wands reverse. Okay, you're rested and relaxing. You cannot be disturbed. Nobody's going to allow you to be disturbed right now. Okay. God said, no, you're too protected. Nobody wants you to be bothered. Okay, because remember, you are the star of the show. We're going to end it here. You're the star of the show. Nobody's going to bother the star of the show. You need to rest. So go rest and relax, because the star of the show needs their energy. And that is exactly why you're going to go rest and relax now. Okay, because hope is the light that guides us through the darkness. It's exactly what you did. Okay, and that is why these people are heartbroken, because you made it through. You have beat the game. So you are. Congratulations. Love you guys. See you later. Love it.